Good evening. My name is Jessica Alleman. I was never a president of an academic club or an MVP of a sports team, yet I'm standing before you as the salutatorian of Bergenfield High School's class of 2011. Being number 2, or in that case, any number, provides a certain drive for us to move forward. That drive is called improvement. Improvement calls on us to become a better person, to exceed our expectations of ourselves, and a lot of the time, it's what makes us unique individuals. Wanting to improve gives us the time to think about others and, most importantly, identify who we are. I am not a prophet, nor do I know what to preach about life. But what I am here for today is to communicate to my peers that you are not just a number. None of us are, not even number 1. Sorry, Charlene. No matter if you're number 2, 47, 5, or 77, the class of 2011 is comprised entirely of strong-minded, capable people that can truly make a difference in this world. I've seen these actions already occur throughout my 4 years of high school. My classmates have dedicated their time to many causes they support to make a difference. Whether the outcome was just to provide a small smile or to save a life, members of the class of 2011 were selfless to lend a helping hand in some form of way. The girls' varsity basketball team hosted several tournaments in support of some of the most prevalent forms of cancer seen in America today, such as breast cancer and pancreatic cancer. The music department's jazz ensemble performed at an autism awareness walk, while the vocal ensemble warmed the hearts of senior citizens with a couple of Christmas carols. The National Honor Society and National English Honor Society had bake sales and fundraisers to raise money for the Red Cross to help those in need who had suffered from the natural disasters in Haiti and Japan. Several students got together to start a club that's message is to spread the ideals of tolerance and acceptance of all races, religions, and sexual orientations. Just recently, we had many students give up their school time to donate blood, knowing that the pint they had donated will be used to help save a fragile life in need. Actions like these, which our very students took part of, make me believe that the class of 2011 will leave a mark on many lives in the future. After our graduation, in which our 4 years of high school come to a conclusion, a new era in our lives will finally begin. The different routes that we will choose to take into our future will eventually make us who we are. We unfortunately were not gifted with a pristine yellow brick road to skip down as we envisioned. We will encounter some potholes and ditches, as a lot of us encounter on our rides to school. But in essence, those bumps in the road will be the things that shape us as we grow older. Each route, each road texture, and each ride will be different. Although our paths will be different, it is important that one thing remains. It is important that the roots of that belief, the belief of knowing you can make a difference in the world, stays with us along the way. With that said, I'd like to state a challenge for my fellow graduates. The challenge is to defy the assumptions on our generation. Challenge the notion that our generation is self-centered and fight for a cause you truly believe in. Remember to be a selfless role model to those around you, remain open-minded and accepting, and engrave the notion that we are all equal. I believe that our generation can change the world. Each and every one of us is capable of leaving a different yet significant mark depending on our beliefs and passions. Whether it be on someone's life, a group of people, our government and society, or our country, that mark, whether it was previously envisioned or not, will make you believe that your life was worth living for. I'd like to express deep gratitude for my parents, my teachers, the staff, guidance counselors, and the Board of Education for their everlasting nurture and support in the academic process. The students couldn't have gotten here without you. The senior class of 2011 has some of the most talented and brightest people I've ever met, and I'm sure in 10 years from now, those same people will still be shining bright, if not brighter than they have been shining before. I wish all of my classmates the best of luck in your future endeavors in making this world a better place. Thank you and congratulations to the class of 2011.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Graduates, family, friends, esteemed faculty members and administration, Board of Education trustees. I am extremely honored to be giving this speech on behalf of the Bergenfield High School class of 2011. First of all, I would like to thank, on behalf of myself and my fellow graduates, every person, every faculty member, staff member, family member, and friend who has guided us and supported us, who has helped us to get to where we are today. To the class of 2011, we're graduates. We are now officially Bergenfield High School alumni. And yes, that label, alumni, sounds extremely unfamiliar. But whether or not it has hit us yet, the reality is this, that we will not be coming back to this school like we have done for the past 4 years. greeting friends we haven't seen all summer in the hallways and looking around for new classes. But as much as right now is a time for saying goodbyes, it is moreover a time for saying hellos, to greet the world waiting for us outside of this school, and to welcome the new experiences and opportunities just waiting to happen. In the future, what we do with our lives really is up to us. And although whatever decisions we make about the future may take us to many different places, we are all united in that we have lived the past 4 years of our lives together at this school. I don't know how anyone feels about airplanes. Yes, airplanes. You know, those huge structures with wings that fly into the sky. But personally, I love them. Airplanes provide us with the means to be taken from one place to another, to be transported to new destinations. And it occurred to me the other day that high school was like a plane ride, and we were all passengers on the same long flight for 4 years. Think about the similarities between both situations. People reprimand you if you don't follow the rules. You can only go to the bathroom when they tell you it's okay. And there are people constantly asking, "Are we there yet?" Yep, high school may not be so different from a plane ride after all. When we hopped on board both trips, while there was a vague understanding of where our ultimate destination was going to be, we had no idea what the trip itself would bring. Along the way, we all experienced the same turbulence while waiting patiently for our plane to land. There were the big bumps and the little bumps, but each one we weathered through together. Maybe we sat uneasily, clutching for our lives along the way, but we did ultimately get through them. Now we have landed and are about to head out in all different directions. But just because we're about to disembark from the plane doesn't mean that we should forget everything that happened while we were on it. No, we won't forget the amazing teachers we had, all the sports practices and extracurricular activities, every memory we've made with our friends, the sports games we cheered on. But we should embrace the future as well. Believe it or not, our lives are actually just beginning, and we should welcome the future and be ready to live every moment of it. We may be scattering to all new destinations, all apart, but that is nothing to be scared of. Sure, apprehension sets in at the uncertainty of the future. Of course, some of us, or most of us, may not yet know what we want to do for the rest of our lives. And right now, just out of high school, on the threshold of the world, that's okay. Our high school experiences may have crystallized a direction for some of us, but right now isn't the time to map out the rest of your life, from career to family to retirement funds. Right now is the time to find yourself, divulge further into your interests, discover what you love to do, figure out the person you want to be. Once those matters are all figured out, the future will easily present itself. And the future should be looked at with eager anticipation, not dread. Many people have probably experienced the feeling that creeps in when you finally arrive at someplace new after a long journey and you can barely contain your excitement. Well, that's exactly what's happening right now. We are on the brink of the future, and the excitement is all-consuming in this moment. So, embrace everything that you are feeling right now, but don't forget that the future awaits, and when it arrives, that we are ready. This flight, these past 4 years of high school, have been memorable. But the flight is not even a sliver of the journey. The process of getting there may have been eventful, but it is what happens after you land that counts. So make it count. Remember that no matter what the future brings, we can move forward with confidence and courage, knowing that we have accomplished a great deal during our collective time together at Bergenfield High School. Thank you.